I wanted to do was be a carpenter. And then when I finally got in, I realized how much it sucks to be a carpenter. I average out about $135,000 to $150,000 a year. Next questions. What's up, guys? Ruben here with another video, and today I'm gonna answer all the questions that you guys have asked me in all my day in the life of New York City videos. I narrowed it down to the best 20 questions because a lot of the questions were repetitive, like what's my salary, what's my hours. A lot of people did ask that, so I narrowed it down to the best 20 questions. So hopefully this will answer all the questions that you guys might have of what the procedure is or what it's like to work in New York City construction inside of the union. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos like this, and don't forget to share this video if you think that somebody may find it useful. Let's dive right into the first question. It's from Draven BBS. I have a question. Do I need the OSHA 10 and 30 to work in construction in New York City? The short answer is yes, you do. The long answer, I actually have it in a video. I'm going to leave it down in the description below. Do not go out and get it on your own unless you have a job lined up, not just the word of mouth of somebody saying that they're going to hook you up. Next question. If I'm wrong, I believe the union for New York City is also in connection with the MTA. I'm in school now, enrolled in a 2-year associate's degree, civil engineering, to get into the MTA. They're not directly affiliated, but all the unions across the board with the difference of salary offer a pension, a 401k, vacation, days off, sick days, the whole nine. Next question from Gracie Mack. Will you suggest this type of work to men out there? And how are you so lucky to even get into the construction? It seems impossible to even get into an apprenticeship. I suggest this kind of work for anybody who's anybody, from people that went to school for whatever it was that they ended up doing. A lot of people end up inside of the local unions just because of the salary and because you want to give your family that security. I won't dive in too much into that, answering that question, but yes, I suggest this kind of work for anybody, all ages. I actually think the best time to join the local unions is at 30. You get a lot more out of your apprenticeship as far as learning because you take it a lot more serious, and at 30, you're still young enough to start. That's when I think you should start your career, is at the age of 30. The 20s, you should just enjoy BSing, partying, the whole nine. Next question. Oliver Perez Vega, are you union? Yes, I am union. I've been in the union since I was 18 years old, and I got 12 years now in the Carpenters Union here in New York City. Next question. Matthew Hersey. How I get a job? I just got my OSHA 30 via Brooklyn. You have to go from job site to job site, and hopefully somebody will hire you. It's not very helpful. I can't point you in the I can only point you in the direction. I can't point you to a job site and say go work there. I don't have those kind of connections. But you just got to go out there and shape your jobs just like I do whenever I get laid off. I go from job site to job site with my tools, and I get myself a job. So it's been working out for me. So maybe, hopefully, it'll work out for you. If you have any questions on how to get into the apprenticeship program in the local union, where they start you off at $21 an hour to $27 an hour, you can shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I'll try to answer all your questions. Next question, Ernie Sahin. Hey, bro. I am non-American looking for a construction worker job. Is there any chance you can help me? I can't promise anything, but if you make it to New York City, definitely shoot me a DM, and I'll try my best to allocate you to the best of my abilities. But the short answer is no, I can't help you, but the longer answer would be is I can try my best to help you. Next question, Austin Rodarte. I'm botching everybody's name, by the way, I know. How do I get a construction job at New York City? I live in Los Angeles, by the way. I'm going to leave some videos in the description below where I answer these questions in a very informative way. How can you get a job in New York City? Apply online. The last foreman job that I have now, I got by applying online through it, and I sent them my resume and everything. So just apply online, look online, DM me, and I'll try to send you some links. Next question from Checks. How much do you make? The MTA does salary, so they give you a yearly salary of how much you'll make without overtime. And in my union, we do hourly, so my hourly rate is $53.50 an hour on my check. My vacation is $8.50 an hour. I get that check every 3 months. Next question, Mishi Crawford. There are a lot of concrete bricklayers in New York City these days, question mark. Yes, there's a ton of them. Local 78, I believe, or Local 79. And they make a pretty good, decent penny doing what they do, and it is hard work. Shout out to Local 79 and Local 78, asbestos removal guys. And yeah, there's a lot of them out here. I would say is a pretty diverse union as far as race goes. Next question, Funky Sky. Hi, where are you from? New York City. I'm from Queens and Brooklyn in New York City. I mainly grew up and lived in Queens, so I represent that more, but I spent a few years in Brooklyn. Next question, Jeremiah Prieto. Hey, I'm 18 and would like to be a construction worker in New York City. How would I go about becoming one? I'm going to leave some links in the description below to these other videos that I made for you 18-year-olds or for anybody who's fresh into the construction industry or wants to dive into it. And you guys check those videos out. And if you have any more questions, just leave them in the comments. Next question. Akula Diver. What local? Local 45. New York City oh, actually not New York City. It falls under New York City, but it's actually Queens Carpenters. That's the local that I'm in. Local 45. Next question. Jonathan Aldana. What's your trade? Carpenter, but I also weld because I've been working with the dock builders lately and I started to do my welding classes. So I'm also a welder, but technically I'm a carpenter. But you can call me a dock builder or welder also, but I'm mainly a carpenter. Next question, JKG. How do I get into the union so I can hopefully get a construction job? I live in Brooklyn. Again, I'm going to leave some links in the description below. You go check those videos out. If you have any more questions, just leave them in the comment. Next question, Ryan Meehan from Ireland. Would love to work in New York City. Block layer by trade. Any suggestion on affordable places to live? Plus, what will rent be? Would it be possible to save good money? It's always possible to save good money if you make the right sacrifices. If you get yourself that nice, luxurious apartment that everybody dreams of, you're not going to save any money. If you get yourself a nice room, maybe a one-bedroom, maybe an apartment in a basement, you will save some money. And how much money would you make as a bricklayer? It just depends who you hook up with. You could make anywhere from $20 all the way to $50 an hour. Just depends who you hook up with. If you want to join the union, that's a different process. You have to go through an apprenticeship. Even though you already know your trade, is the easiest way for me to hook you up is to go through the apprenticeship. And I'm not hooking you up. I'm just putting you onto the program, and then you follow the proper guidance to get into the union. Next question, Tom Gillard. Hi there, nice video, dude. How much is your salary? But whatever. My salary is $53.50 an hour. If I had to put all my overtime and my vacation into a salary, I would say I average out about $135,000 to $150,000 a year. Next question, skill builder. A lot of commuting and not much work. They won't let you film it, I guess. Nah, I'm not allowed to film while I'm at work. And most of my day, or a big portion of my day, about 45 hours, is commuting depending where the job site is. And nah, I'm not allowed to film. I'm supposed to be working, so not a lot of filming goes on at work. Next question. Oh, by the way, that's from Skill Builder, if I didn't say the name. Next question, Gene B. This is a long question. Hey, like your comment to Rafael. Man's got to work to get paid. I'm from Canada and joining the laborers union. Do you have to go on employment insurance? Okay, so I think he means unemployment insurance when winter comes along. Also, did you have to do a few months unpaid training before getting dispatched? All training is paid for. So the way the unions have it worked out is that the days that you're in school, you collect unemployment. So you sort of get paid for it. And do I get any days off? In New York City, we've been having a boom ever since like 2010, and I haven't had any days off at all. I barely go on vacation. The small vacation travel vlogs that I make are usually like 4 to 5 days, so I don't go on long vacations. That's from Gene B. Next question, Ty Smith. As a fellow New York City construction worker myself, time I work is 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. What about you? We used to work 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., but ever since the new contract came around and all that noise, we've been working also 8 hours instead of 7 hours, which kind of sucks because you do make a little bit more money, but if you think about it, it takes 40 hours to complete a job, whether you do it in 7-hour shifts or 8-hour shifts. So if you would have done it in a 7-hour shift, you would have gotten 1 hour overtime every single day to complete that job. Next question. What days do you typically work? Like, what's your schedule as a construction worker? I usually work Monday through Friday, but for the past, I would say 5 to 6 years, I've been working 6 days a week. So I've been working Saturdays. Next question. Oh, that, by the way, that was from Noah. Shout out to Noah. Almost forgot about you. Next question, 420 Taurus. What construction company you work for, looking to get into one after I got my OSHA? I work for the local union, so I don't work for a construction company in particular. I work for many construction companies that all hire local union members. If you would like more information on how to get into the local union, I'll leave some links in the description below. Next question, Julian Valencia. Part 2 definitely sounds like a valuable info. Don't know if you have answered this question, but I've seen videos of people camping out for an opportunity to join the union, plumbing, electrical, etc. Is this the case for all local unions? Yes, this is the case for all local unions. Your name goes into a lottery, but they usually only take 500 people, and usually they start to camp out even a week before, like the guys in the front, even though they're gonna have the same opportunity to get in as the guys all the way in the back of the line, but they start camping out a week before. So yeah, you got to camp out if you want to get in that way, or you could do a pre-apprentice program like the one that I did and about 10 of my buddies, and that's the way that we got in, and then you don't have to wait online. Next question, Shane Michelle. I'm gonna just go with Michelle. Do you know any sites hiring laborers? I do not know of any sites hiring laborers, but I'm pretty sure if you get out there every single day, wake up at 6 a.m., hit the streets, you'll definitely find a job. Next question, Jaden Cristobal. Hey, I'm from Las Vegas. I would like to start off as a laborer just to learn the basics. How would I even start doing that? I would Google it. I would Google somebody hiring general laborers in the area. I would use Craigslist if I was in New York City. So that's what I did before when I was younger. I used Craigslist to get like little day jobs here and there, little handyman jobs. That's what I would do. I would use Craigslist and look for a job as a handyman. Next question, Vin John. How to start an apprenticeship in Las Vegas. How much do I expect to make per hour starting? I don't know that off the back of my head, but I am going to Google it and I'm going to type it in here. And how to start an apprenticeship in Las Vegas is going to be a lot more difficult than in New York City just because we have pre-apprentice programs. Next question, Nicholas Mendez. Thanks, bro. I'm 23, has no experience in this, and I want to really be a part. Please upload more info, guide someone like me trying to get in. I think I pretty much covered that since this comment, because this comment was a little bit old. Check out the links of the videos in the description below. Next question from Ready Orb. How does one join the union? How do you apply? Get into a pre-apprentice program, finish the pre-apprentice program, the local union will hire you. It's pretty simple. It's as simple as that. It sounds kind of funny, but it's really that simple. Next question from Tris. For people who are interested, many unions have opening once in a while where you can submit applications. I know Chicago, every January, the plumbers union does. So just Google around wherever you live. Okay, that makes sense. It wasn't a question, but I screenshotted it because I felt there was some good information in that comment. So yeah, definitely just Google when is whatever local union that you want to join hiring. So if you want to join the Carpenters union, Google when is the Carpenters union in New York City accepting applications. Plumbers, electricians, same thing. Next question. Luis Rosario. Yo, bro, how much do laborers get paid? Yo, bro, laborers make, starting, I think they make like $22 an hour. And at the end of the apprenticeship, I think they're about $42 an hour. But the laborers get all the overtime. So they might not make as much as the carpenters, but they get a lot more overtime than the carpenters. Next question. Louis V. Is it worth it? I think it's worth it. I think I did pretty good for being 30 years old and have the things that I have now, like my pair of Jordans. Let me stop. Next question, Louis V. Wait, so how much do you get paid, or is it because you don't save your money? I save all my money. Like, I wear the same clothes for like the longest. I'm always bummy. I pretty much always save all my money. Next question, big performer lifestyle. If you make good money, but you don't have enough to buy a home, then how the F do you spend your whole money in these 10 years? I have 2 homes, and I bought my first house when I was, I think, 21 years old. So I don't know where you got that information from. Maybe I said I was broke in the video or something like that. Next question. Ryan Torres. What union are you in? Local 45 Carpenters, Queens, New York. Next question. Robert Garcia. Have to ask yourself one question. Those so-called friends and family, will they hang out with you or go to work overtime? Everybody's a sucker for overtime, so everybody goes to work overtime. I'm just like a different animal. I always turn it down when I have to. Birthdays, any special events, I always turn it down. So yeah, I think that most of my friends and family members will probably go get that money, go get that bag. But I'm not knocking them because we're not all cut from the same cloth. That still sounds like an insult. But next question, Mel S. You didn't answer the most important question. Are cargos and neon shirts the only uniform? They're not the only uniform, but all the smart New York City construction workers, and maybe across the whole entire states, and maybe even across the whole entire world, do wear neon shirts with cargo pants. Because if you wear jeans, they're tough material, they're tough on your skin, and if you're really out there hustling and bustling, the jeans are gonna rip your inner thighs up. So yes, cargos are for the number one, whatever tradesmen they are. Next question, William P. How dare you put electricians in second place, Ruben? LOL. This is my boy William P from Local 3. Shout out to William P. And this video, I was talking about the best trades to join, and I put the electricians second place. Would I change that around? Nope, they're still second place. I think the operating engineers is still the best local union to join. I'm sorry, William. I love you. But yeah, you guys are still second place. Next question, Nicholas Mendez. Hey, Ruben, great video. What would you recommend for someone who is 24 and trying to get into which route should they take? Join the pre-apprentice program. I'm going to leave it down in the links below, and I'm also going to leave some videos of information of the pre-apprentice program below. Next question, Kid Ray. Are much do New York City crane operators get paid? How much do New York City crane operators get paid? They get paid pretty much the same as everybody across the board. So it's like $55 an hour, but their work is a lot more, there's a lot more overtime, and it's a lot less labor intensive. Kid Ray. Next question, Tony J. I would say the best trade is elevator mechanic, especially the ones that go job to make basic repairs. It's clean, no ass breaking work, tit job. You got to let them know about layoffs and furloughs. Every trade I know has layoffs, especially when you get to journey status. Yes, everybody gets laid off. Everybody does 3 to 4 years with one company, a straight run, and then boom, you get laid off. So not everybody, but I would say 99% of the tradesmen go through that. And yeah, everybody has layoffs. The electricians have like a mandatory furlough just to keep everybody working year round. So that's why I put them number 2. But realistically, that's like a socialist type thing, and it makes them the number one union to join if you want job security, where you're gonna go to work no matter what. Then as far as layoffs, everybody gets laid off. As long as you're out there hustling and waking up at 6 a.m. every single day, 5 a.m., 4 a.m. To go get a job, I'm pretty sure you're gonna go find a job eventually. So the longest it's taken me to find a job is 1 week, and then I find a job. So next question, Stanley Banks. I'm a cert structural steel welder. What's the average pay starting out? The average pay starting out, I believe, is $27 an hour, and then after 4 years, I believe it's $42 an hour, but the vacation pay for the structural welders, like $12 an hour, or maybe even more, and then the 401k is something ridiculous like that too, like $15 an hour. So pretty much all across the board, I would say everybody pretty much makes the same amount of money without having to count overtime. Next question, Ismail Abdul. I told my mom I don't think college is for me. I'm 19. She thinks I won't be able to make a livable pay to live in New York. Can you help me? Can you help? Is that true? Okay, I don't think I helped at all, but anyways. At 19 years old, if you go to work as an apprentice, a first-year apprentice, you're going to be making $21.50 an hour. That's already a lot more money than the average person makes. And then after 4 to 5 years, depending on what trade you join, you're going to be making $50+ an hour, and that does not include overtime. So can you make a livable wage in New York? Absolutely, especially in New York City. Absolutely, you can. But that's just about it. Yeah, you pretty much can. I mean, I don't need to convince your mom of that. I think that your mom has high standards for you, and I think that you should be considerate. If this is the case, I don't know what the case is, but I do think that you should be considerate of your mom. And if she wants more for you, you should shoot for more before you settle for less, especially at 19. You should definitely try to pursue some sort of career in college. And then if it doesn't work out, boom, you land back in the construction industry and you be the best construction worker you could be. Next question, Nicholas Mendez. But Ruben, serious question. If I go to Apex Trade School, would I advance in the union when applying for an apprenticeship? Or what do you think is my best route to take? No! I do think that you can learn a lot in a trade school, but if you're young, if you're less than 30 years old, which is my age, by the way, you're not going to learn much in a trade school. It's literally going to go in one ear and out the other, and you're just going to write stuff down and make sure that you get good grades and make sure you get that certificate. That's probably not going to help you with the union whatsoever. The union does not care about any prior experience. If you're going in as an apprentice, they want to mold you and they want to shape you to what they want you to be, and that's just it. So Nicholas Mendez, you can go to Apex to learn a trade, but what I suggested, absolutely not. Just do the pre-apprentice program, get into the local union. Next question. Nicholas Mendez, Ruben, question, seriously, I've been given a chance to join the apprenticeship for Local 78. It's not the Carpenters, but it's a step in the union. My question is, 1, can I join and transfer to another union from the near future? And 2, do you think I should take it? Keep in mind, I'm just a guy, minimum wage, and I'm looking for a change to good, secure future. Thank you for your time and opinion. Yes, you should take it. Get into any local union that you want to get into, especially if you're young, 24 years old. Get into any local union you want to get into, then get the feel for it, and then maybe you'll know that that is for you or is not for you. Because the thing is that at a young age, at 18, you can't say, oh, I want to be a welder. That's all I ever want to do. That's the kind of route that I want to pursue, because you don't know what that's like. Absolutely not. Like, I used to say that I wanted to be a carpenter because my stepfather was a cabinet maker / carpenter. And that's what I wanted to do, was be a carpenter. And then when I finally got in, I realized how much it sucks to be a carpenter. You got the hardest work physically, mentally, like the whole pressure of the job site is on the carpenters, and then everybody else is just relaxing and doing the little bougie jobs here and there. So definitely get into Local 78, see what it's like, and then you'll get an experience of what the other trades have to do, and then you could go ahead and see if you want 78 or if you want to pursue another career somewhere else with another trade. Next question. I was in Local 3, hated construction. It was just a toxic environment, waking up at 5 a.m. I do not miss that. Everyone is just mad, laughing my ass off. Hudson Yards, Building 15. Is that Manhattan College? I don't know if that's Manhattan College, but it is a tough environment to be in. And I think that the hardest part of all of this, being in the local unions in New York City, is that I would say a big percentage of the foremans come from out of the city. So they're out-of-towners, and they wake up at 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning, 4 a.m. in the morning, and basically they got to be in bed by 7:30, 8 p.m., or maybe they go to bed by 10 and then they get little hours of sleep, so then they're like grumpy the whole time, or maybe they don't spend enough time with their families, with their kids and their wives and stuff like that, and it's just a very grumpy environment, and it has to do with leadership, because most of the foremen are from out-of-towners and they do have a long commute. I mean, that's really no excuse, but that's the only assumption or the only conclusion that I could come up with. Next question. That is it. So I don't know how many questions that is. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos like this, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Day in the life of a New York City construction worker, part 9.